Welcome to Modern Femme-ily with your host and resident lesbian, Cassie. Join her and our resident LGBTQIA plus ally, Molly, as they talk to women of all walks of life to discuss everyday matters of a woman's world. Join these lovely beauties every Friday at 8 p.m. to talk about hot topics, sensitive topics, but most of all, the real topics.
Hello, lovely humans. We are in the month of February, which means a lot of things for a lot of different people. But for us, it's all about love and not your typical love. So you're going to have to stick through the month to find out what all we're talking about. But tonight we're going to talk about, self-love and you time and me time and all that fun stuff. So if you are new here, hi, my name is Cassie. I am your host and resident lesbian of Modern Femme-ily. And because we're talking about, you time and love and the non-traditional love, I'm going to give everyone your fair warning. We may look like ladies. However, some of our favorite words are 4 short letters. So now is your warning and your time to grab your favorite cocktail, mocktail. It's really cold here in north central Pennsylvania. We have more ice than snow. I'm pretty sure my yard is an ice skating rink. So grab your favorite warm beverage and lock those kiddos in the bathroom. Or my favorite, lock yourself in the bathroom and join us for the next hour while we talk about everything, anything, on topic, off topic. You never know what's going to happen. If you saw our last episode, you know that's very true. So I see my co-host in the studio backstage, and she's laughing at me and rolling her eyes because, it happened to her. It's how the cookie crumbles. So, but anyway, I'm going to bring my co-host out. Everybody say hello to Molly.
Hello. Yeah, welcome back. And if you are new, what she's referring to was the bug that crawled over my camera last episode. That's right. Yes. This motherfucker, yep, right off the bat, was like in the corner and then just crawled up. And then in my head, I'm like, that'd be really funny if it went in through the camera. And it did.
I even said, oh my gosh, it'd be so funny if it crawled across your camera. And then it crawled across your camera. And I was like,
yeah, I had a mental breakdown, had a moment, had to turn off camera and sound. My husband came in and took care of it. So, yeah.
There's a lot of things we can do as women, but killing the bugs is what I call a blue job.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to come kill the bugs.
Yeah, I just call it a not my job. So.
yeah, we joke in our house. My wife and I share everything, but we have blue jobs and pink jobs. And, I would be the pink job and she's the blue job. But, she mows the yard, I mow the yard, I shovel, she shovels. Yeah. She does laundry, I do laundry. So
it's a partnership. Same with Charlie and I. There's some things like I refuse to do, like take out the trash. I don't know why. I just refuse to do it. So Charlie ends up doing it, but then, however, he's never cleaned the bathroom either. So
right, it's a sacrifice we make.
Right.
I can take the trash out. I don't mind that. However, I can't clean out the fridge because, that one Tupperware container that gets stuck in the back.
Yeah. Yep.
I have puked on the floor in front of my fridge. Like, I can't. I don't know. As I get older, it gets worse. So it's weird.
That is weird. See, smells don't bother me, but I also grew up my dad's company. So, I had some smells there, and so that it doesn't really bother me. So I just like open up the container because Lord knows I've had some like freaking petri dishes in there.
Wait, because it gets pushed to the back and it's behind something. Forget that it's there.
Or me, I'm just like, I'll get it later. I'm just not cleaning out the fridge right now. So I'm just going to leave it in there. And then like purposely forget it because I just don't want to deal with it at that moment.
Hi.
And then finally I do, and I open up and it's growing hair. It's a freaking chia pet.
And
So
that's
then
why
you're
I
like,
just throw the whole damn container away and I just say, nope, I'll buy new.
if it's plastic, unfortunately, I do.
Yeah.
If it's glass, no big deal. I feel like there's no like spores it can get into.
Right.
So
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is. And like everybody watching, totally, Molly and I are mid conversation. Sorry, we had a semi late start.
That was so funny. I know.
We're in mid conversation about toothpaste.
Yeah.
Of all things. And I was like, oh shit, we gotta go live. I gotta kick you out. We gotta go.
No, and I was like, oh my god,
Oops.
I know.
But
well, it happens.
Yeah.
We were in deep conversation.
Yeah, we're, this is a place where we come and we chat and we hang out with all of you, but we also hang out with each other beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of our decompression from the week, and
it's our therapy session that you guys just get to listen in on. How fun is that?
Right? Like we said, like this is like girl talk. And I put that in quotes because girl talk can be between anybody. But it's our girl talk that our partners get to listen in on. I mean,
legit. Well, I mean, I don't hide anything from Charlie.
No, me either.
I have a hair in my mouth, so yeah,
it happens.
And honestly, I'm kind of an open book. I really don't mind being vulnerable. I don't think it's a weakness.
Not at all. I think it's an asset, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, some people try to use it against me, but girl, try.
Fuck them people. Fuck them people.
Yeah. No. I'm also like a bleeding freaking heart. You tell me a sob story and I'm like, I forgive you and everything you've ever done. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Like I'm just, I see the best in everybody, and like that can be a bad thing too.
Yeah, we learn from our mistakes and we try to grow, but sometimes it just doesn't happen that way.
I have learned from my mistakes though. I have, especially at the job that I'm at. Learned a lot.
Oh yeah.
Just being like in customer service anything, and then having employees and working with people, you're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah, you learn that, as much as I want to have faith in humanity, not all humanity is faithful.
No, it's not. No.
You find your good people in your tribe, but not everybody fits that mold. So
but that's okay. Because then you find them. You find your good people and you keep them in your circle.
Exactly. Yeah. Hence, Modern Femme-ily. We keep you all in our circle.
Hey-o.
Except for our YouTube trolls. They're a little creepy sometimes.
Yeah, but like I can't see their comments, so it's like kind of ideal.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what you guys are saying, and I'm just gonna keep going.
Right.
Because nobody's telling me to stop. No, I can't see anything.
We don't care. Keep hating, because you know what? If you're hating, you're still talking about us. So.
Yeah. At least it's my name's in your mouth.
Right? So first and foremost, I want to apologize. Last week I had to cancel the show. It's been a hell of half a month for January, basically. So my wife was sick, and I told you guys the one episode that we had Kat on that, I wasn't feeling well, and, our COVID test came back negative, but we were still, pretty sick. And I think it's because we don't go anywhere. We don't expose ourselves. So when we do get sick, it's like it kicks you right in the crotch and you're down for the count.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Even a common cold that would be nothing in the past. And then, so I don't know if we had a show. Yeah, we had another show and everything was good. We had, negative results. And then the next week, we know someone who was exposed and we were in contact. Well, my wife was in contact with them. And like it wasn't even that I had seen this person, but Thursday I started feeling like crap.
Yeah.
And Friday, I mean, I'll work through anything. You cut my arm off and like I will work through and push through. I'm not that person. And I left work early because I was so sick, and I slept like from noon to 7, 8 o'clock at night. I ate something
Right.
for dinner and then went directly back to bed. I was so congested and body aches and, everything. And had I not started to feel better over the weekend, I was going to get tested again. But I,
Right.
drugged myself with cold medicine. And by Sunday afternoon, I'd started to kind of feel human again.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I think we're good. I think I'm all right. I don't have to get tested. And then luckily I've been good ever since. But just the common cold, I think, just takes it out of you.
It does. No, it does. Well, yeah, I mean, your body's fighting off something, and so it's taking off its resources, I feel like, to kill that one thing.
Yeah.
So you
And
need rest, and stress can, like, worsen things. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, and that's the first 2 times that I have been like actually like cold sick
Yeah.
in 2 years.
Oh, see,
You know?
I, like, how, like, when I'm in the public, you can
Oh
guarantee
yeah.
I will be sick, like, deathbedly sick, twice a year.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You can count on it. Like, it's like I used like plan my stuff around it. Like, I knew it was coming.
Right.
But now that I've been working from home, I've been sick once in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, I've like
When
not
that was a summer cold, and they're the worst.
oh
If I remember
yeah.
right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was the worst. Yeah. And I've felt like, I mean, I've had like, I don't really feel good, but it not like a cold or anything.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, and I've had the same thing where I'm like, oh, I kind of feel off right now. Like, I'm not sure if
Yeah.
I'm fighting something off or, what it is, but I just didn't feel 100%.
Mm-hmm.
This past week, I got checked, and I got checked
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I apologize for, canceling the show last minute, everyone, but it was horrible. And Molly was like, girl, rest,
Yeah.
leave, like, do what you need to do.
No.
Like,
Listen, if these last 2 years have taught me anything going through this, is that you need to rest. Your body needs rest. And I think that, like, on the, like, I don't know, silver lining of the whole pandemic is I think we realized that as a nation that, like, we needed to rest for like a second.
Right. The whole
And
world
kind
was
of,
like screeched to a halt.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, hopefully we continue that, because we do. We need, like, rest and, like you said, us time and self-care, love. And what does that mean? It means different things for different people.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, I need my sleep. I need, like, quiet time with, like, no technology. Like, I like to read. So, like, that's my, like, self-care, love stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, going into that topic, because, this month is all about love, and not so much in the traditional sense, because, we love each other as friends, we love our partners, absolutely. We love our family, but I also love me.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Like, you should love you first and foremost.
You should also tell everybody where they can find us.
Oh, crap. I jumped right into it and totally forgot.
Hey,
look at you,
look at me,
influencer.
I am remembering some shit, guys. That's
right?
So good.
So check us out on our network, WLFE-DB.com. You can find us on their Facebook, which is WLFE-DB Radio, but also their LGBTQIA+ page, because we fall under all of those beautiful umbrellas.
Yes.
More importantly, you can find us on our own social media, which is Modern Femme-ily, all spelled the same way on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Except Instagram, there's no dash between the E and the I in Femme-ily. But, Molly, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Take it away.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna blow.
There we go. There's your
go.
exclamation point. Because if you don't like, share, and subscribe, you never know what's going on with us. You don't see pop-up
Yeah.
shows or weird videos that we
Yep.
may post or pictures. But you also can't let your friends know what you're doing on a Friday night at 8 p.m.
Listen,
because
watching us,
as adults, we don't go out clubbing and do all that crazy stuff anymore.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not an adult. So let's just stop that.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I gotta fix my hair.
No, you're good. I'm really contemplating putting mine up because it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, no, it's just like this one little thing just like pops down, and then like I'm not trying to be like a cartoon character that has like one eye.
You don't want to be
down.
You can be left eye.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up.
So,
can we talk about my calendar? Look at that little cute little piglets playing a piano.
Well, piggies.
I know. I want a pig so bad.
You have the perfect backyard for a pig too.
I do. I really do. I know. And you can house train them, and they're super smart.
I'm trying to talk my wife into it because I'm like, look, they're smarter than dogs.
Yeah.
They're cleaner than dogs.
Yeah. You can house train them. They like literally can like kind of be a cat. They go in their own little litter box. Or they just tell you when they need to go outside.
Right. They go to the door. You can put a little bell on the door like you do with a dog. They'll ring it with their little snoot.
Yeah.
Like,
listen, I already planned it out.
So Callista says, staying in again tonight, worked on cleaning Samara's room. That is her daughter. But she also says, I want a pig too. Oh yeah. Her and I are working on the wife. We're working on my wife so we can get pigs.
I want one so bad. And I know, like, because I'm going to get some property, aka my parents. I'm going to have goats, pigs, and chickens. It's going to happen. I want a goat so bad.
My niece is working on my mom and my stepdad on getting baby goats, as she calls them.
Goats are the best. We had one growing up, and I loved her. Her name was Cece. Cookies and cream.
Oh!
Yes. I loved her. She was black and white. Ugh. Yeah. Then we sold her.
Oh.
I know.
That stinks. Yeah. There's, so any of you who, happen to know me in my personal life, my mom and my stepdad live in the absolute middle of nowhere here in north central PA. And at the bottom of their road, there's a farm and they have goats. And it was either last summer or the summer before, they had baby goats. And my niece, let's go see the baby goats. And of course, my sister would be like, it's goats. And I was like, don't you correct her.
Right.
It's baby goats. And we're going to go see those baby goats because she wants to. And we would go down and we'd see the goats. And my sister's like, we should really get goats. Because my stepdad is her actual dad. So she'd be like, Dad, we should get goats. And I'd be like, Mom, we should get goats.
Right.
Like, we should do it. And they were like, you build the structure, we'll house the goats. And we were like, yo, when do we start?
Like, I'll help.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're getting like flooded with comments about goats and pigs, and I love it. Callista says, yes, please. We can have piggy play dates. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'll do it.
Tessa says, I love my goats.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then she had ducks and chickens, and there's always like little chickens, and like, yes.
I remember going over to her parents' house and seeing the itty bitty baby chicks and duckies, and like, they were so cute. Right. And then your husband coming in clutch saying, plus if the pig isn't receptive to being trained, it will provide many breakfasts. No, pigs are friends, not food.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure. Yes. Okay. We don't I will eat bacon. Yes, I will, because I am naive in the fact that I refuse to acknowledge or have my mind know what happens. Okay. It's just good.
I can't think about what I'm eating. Because if I did, I would literally be a vegetarian and eat nothing. I was a pescatarian for a while. And I caved and had a turkey lunch meat sandwich one day, and that was just the end
then,
of my downfall.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do it. And there's some because I love documentaries. I will watch them. If you have recommendations, pop them in and I'll watch them. I love documentaries. There's some that I will refuse to watch because I know I will be enlightened and then I will be ruined.
Yeah, there are some that I watched that I'm just like, why do I do this to myself? One, because of the treatment of said animals, but also how it's put on the market and how it's, chemically enhanced. It's just super bad for you. We're not even going to go into that. But
that's a whole other episode.
I was like, here's the wool. I'm pulling it over my eyes.
I know.
I'm just not gonna pay attention. So I have a show idea real quick. Sometime this summer, if Tessa is down, she said we have lots now, so maybe we could do a live show with all her aminals at her parents' house.
That would be fun. That'd be fun. However,
play with all the babies.
I don't know if they get service out there.
Well, we might just have to we'll do like a Facebook Live.
Or we can just film it and put it on the show. Or we can
film it and put it on, because we can do pre-filmed shows.
That's fancy.
Yeah, so maybe we'll just, especially because, her parents live in the middle of nowhere. And she just said, nope, sure don't.
Right? Yeah.
So we'll have to go out. And I was thinking, because at 8 o'clock, in the summer, it's probably still light enough, but maybe we do it during the day so we have good natural sunlight. We'll film it and then we'll do it go on a Saturday or a Sunday, and then we'll put it on the next Friday.
That's elaborate, dude. You got real detailed.
Yeah, we'll have to work that out with Tessa. Go play with the baby aminals and the grown aminals. I'm down.
Or we can just go into your local tractor store and there's gonna be baby chicks everywhere.
We could do that too. I don't care where we go. I just want to play with aminals. I'm weird. I have this weird thing, and I'm totally gonna out myself to the entire world. I love taking baby animals and putting their little noses or their little heads in my mouth. I don't bite down, and I don't
you open your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, my name's Cassie, and I have a problem.
Oh, I just got really dizzy because I laughed really hard.
Are you okay?
That was really weird. I thought I was gonna pass out for a second. I'm back.
You're back. Well, so we're dog sitting currently. My father-in-law had surgery, and he can only use one of his arms. He had his rotator cuff repaired. So we have his little wiener slinky dog, and
he's so stinking cute.
Yeah. So I put his little needle nose, just his nose. I'll put it in my mouth, and him goes,
yeah. Yes. That.
But then he does it to me.
Reaction.
But then he'll shove his nose in my face, and I'm like,
sorry guys, I keep playing with this because it's super annoying that it's not straight, and I see people on all platforms or whatever, and they're all how do you keep it straight? Sorry guys,
I can't tell you how to keep anything straight.
For all my years of smokers one, guys. It's crooked. I'm just gonna have a crooked nose ring. Just what it is. Damn it. I can't.
Tessa, here, well, while you fight with that, I'll go through some comments. Tessa said, we have a year-old goat. Her name is Butterscotch. Butters for short. She walks on a leash. Sold.
Yo, that's the cutest thing ever.
Sold.
I know. Funny story. So my mother, God love her, Cece, our goat, we would move her around to
I love that name.
Stuff. Yeah, I know, right? We thought we were so clever too. We're like, cookies and cream. We're gonna call her Cece. We were so proud of it.
I love it.
Meaning my sister and I. Anyway, so my mom is I don't know, moving this goat around to a different, because we have millions of acres. Okay, not millions, 47. So
enough.
she decides she's, instead of tying this goat to a tree or a stake in the ground, She ties it to a bucket of paint. Yes. And then, like, I don't know, Cece got to the end of her rope and realized, hey, this isn't going to hold me. So she goes on running. Yeah. And then it starts to do the and freaks her out. So then she goes on my mom's blue porch. And my mom is washing dishes. And she could see the porch. Just sitting there washing dishes. And here comes Cece. And then this bucket of paint goes up in the air, closed, right? And my mom just watches it come down. And then the lid pops up off and it explodes.
What color was
red
the
paint
on
this blue, baby blue porch. Yes. And my mom tried to cover it up because she knew when we got home, we were going to give her so much shit because there's red paint on this floor. Huh?
Not you and your sister.
Right? It was the funniest thing. And of course she couldn't get it all up. Because she had to take care of this goat, too. That's, like, freaking out.
That's when you tie the goat to the tree and try to get the paint off your porch.
Yeah, we're like, Mom, why would you tie a goat to a paint can? Of course this was going to happen.
Because for those watching who know Molly's mom, because that's just Molly's mom.
Like, that makes sense. Of course.
But I love her, but it makes total sense.
I love my mother. And listen, she ran a household. She kept, like, my father's business books. Smart lad. Sometimes, though, you're like, what?
Right, you're basically have, like, a master's degree in running the family business.
Yeah,
and you
legit.
tied a goat to a paint can.
Yeah, legit, right?
But
you know what's funny? This girl's turning out just like her. That's right.
Those are the times when you open your mouth and you're like, ugh, my mother just fell out.
Yep. Or I'll do something. I'm like, that's my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, I'm pretty sure the last time my mom was on the show, I heard her pull in and she didn't come in and I was like, what is she doing? Like, is she bringing something with her? She needs help. Like, I go out, she's talking to the neighbor across the street. And
that's my mom.
I got to the end of her car. She turned around and looked at me and I said, do we seriously have our hair in the exact same style?
Oh my gosh, how funny.
Take your hair down.
Right. Right.
But yeah, no, like, I've turned out just like my mother. Mm-hmm. And I don't hate it. But then sometimes it catches me off guard and I'm like,
listen, I love my mom. My mom is my best friend. I love her so much.
No, me too.
And I, like, of course, like, growing up, like, I didn't appreciate her like I do now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I fucking love my mom.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's all children that were like, you don't get it. They got it. They were there at one point.
Yeah. Well, and, like, I don't know. My family was really close growing up.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of, like, I never had a rebellious stage.
No, me either, really.
I did in my 20s, but, like, my rebellious stage was, like, calling off work. Like,
I moved away and came out of the closet. Like, that was my rebellion. Like, yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna need you to get your husband.
Oh, okay.
Because this is not what I meant, Charlie. He said, you know who else liked to do that? Ted Bundy, about putting animals' head. I don't eat them. I just love them and I kiss them and I love animals. I don't eat them. I mean, I sometimes do, but not when they're alive. Right. Like, I just loved him so much.
So you, like, put it in your mouth?
Not like in my mouth.
Oh,
but, like,
okay.
I'm not going to show you on camera because it'll look like I'm doing something else.
Well, I mean, I tried to shove my fingers in my mouth on camera, so, you know.
Like, okay. So, Reggie, you know Reggie, the little slinky wiener dog, right?
Yeah.
So, say this is his nose. Literally probably the size of it because his nose is long and thin. Like, just like the tip of his nose. Not like his whole head. Just,
Okay,
yeah.
I accept that.
I'm not eating them. That's weird. I feel like that TikTok where it's like, that's weird. Like, that's me.
Okay. I don't know what's, like, I'm on a lot of sides of TikTok, I think, but, like, not on, like, the general public TikTok, in the sense of, like, people will reference TikToks. Yeah, see, yeah, I kind of think so too, but, like, let's not tell her.
Hey, I'm exposing myself to the internet. You had a bug crawl across your camera last week.
I did.
This month is all about self-love. Just wait if we get the sex expert on here. It's about to get real weird up in here.
Yo, I'm kind of excited about that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Let's talk about sex.
Baby. We have to like split it up so we don't get copyrighted. Like, don't come for us. The only thing you're getting is debt. That's what I said earlier. The wife covered up my
loans off, please.
Right, thank you. My wife covered up my soda can. And I was like, I don't care. Let them come for me. Like, what are they gonna do? Take my debt?
Please.
Like, right, take that off my hands. Go for it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was promised, but just never done.
Right. Or here's an idea.
America.
Don't come for us, sponsor us.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Right? Just give us a sponsorship. We ain't too
If only it was that easy, right?
No.
If only, like, damn it. Why not?
Right?
Why not? Yeah.
I'm gonna pop one more comment up real quick, and then we're going to have to take our commercial break because it's 8:32.
We're just like losing track of time right now.
It happens every week. We have an idea of what we're gonna talk about, and then
I know. I think we said like 2 or 3 things about like self-love today.
We'll hit it when we come back.
But this guys, this
is self-love. Yeah.
Because I gotta be whoever I want to be on camera. It's real fun.
No, exactly. We get to talk to our friends. And I use that term, like everyone in the comments tonight, like we actually know. But even our viewers that we don't necessarily know other than here, like you are our friends, you are our family, and we get to talk to you. You get to interact with us. It's therapeutic, and it's me and you time. You know, it's us time. So that's self-love. That's what it's all about.
Steve.
Right? But Callista says, off topic, but Samara says hello. Hello, Samara.
Hello.
That is her daughter. I still have yet to see the makeup looks that you promised me that you would send me pictures of.
Interesting.
I'm gonna need you to get on that, girl. She is at the age where she wants makeup, and we got her a crap ton of stuff for Christmas, and I was like, I'm gonna need to see makeup looks.
Listen, I am always getting rid of palettes because I get so many palettes, and then I'm like, I don't use these.
Well, if you ever want to donate, just let me know.
Yeah.
I literally have like a shrine of palettes that,
Yeah, I don't.
Love you, Samara. If they were not like $80 palettes, I would totally give them to you. But they were like $80 to $100 palettes, and I love you, but not yet. You have to go through the basics before you get the other stuff.
Yo, and because we all went through that makeup phase, or that awkward makeup phase. Of those of us who like wear makeup and enjoy it and continue to like get past that. Yeah.
I told her,
Man.
I said, you have to go through the phase where your face does not match your neck. You just have to do it.
I think because of like YouTube and like people, like kids watching it all the time, these girls aren't going through it, or these people or guys aren't going through the awkward makeup stage like we did.
No, they go from child to gorgeous model, and I'm like, what happened to your awkward face?
Feet, and you're like, no, where's your weird white eyeliner misplaced, totally chunky? Your rouge or your blush, like, girl, what is happening? Or like you got two skin tones because it didn't blend.
Right. Thank you. I'm gonna need an awkward phase, please. Thanks.
I know.
2 more things. She said she will send us pics. So
Ooh.
she'll send us pictures. If we get permission, we'll put them on the show.
Yeah, how fun.
And then Calista says, well, I'll take one. Girl, you can come over and use my palettes whenever you want.
Right? I mean, yeah.
But if the girl wants me to do her makeup, I'll use them. But she is not sticking her little child unknown fingers in my makeup palettes.
Well, there's some palettes I won't give away. Like Charlie got me a Game of Thrones palette.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
Well, the ones I have like on display, like on my makeup shelf, I will not get rid of those. Like they're like ones that I saved up to get or was given.
Like I feel like it's like art.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Come at me, I don't care. I think it is.
No, it is. It's a form of art. And it's a form of self-care and self-love. Okay. We have to go to commercial.
Something like that.
Yeah. So we're going to go to commercial. Stick tight. Do not leave us. We are going
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah, we are going to go into more self-love talk when we come back. So sit tight. We'll be right back.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Brie, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area, 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Try again, buddy. Try again. Yay! Okay. Oh yeah, good job. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com. You're listening to WLFE-DB Radio. Now back to our program.
Hello, friends.
We're back.
Told you it wouldn't be long.
I got caught looking down. I wasn't paying attention.
That's all right. I was totally checking my phone. We were on break too. It's cool.
Yeah.
We gotta do what we gotta do. You know, it happens. So on the topic of self-love, we're missing a faithful viewer tonight. So my wife is not watching tonight, and she's having some self-love time. She is watching the U.S. opening ceremonies of the Olympics.
There you go.
And I told her, I was like, do it. I was like, if you want to watch it in the living room, totally fine. Just, plug your headset into your remote so it doesn't cause feedback and we don't get copyrighted for that. But I was like, do it. Have fun. Like, you don't have to watch if you don't want to. Like, take care of you. It's something you want to do. And I think that's important, in a relationship. Molly's husband has not tuned in on a Friday because he was, you know, with family or with friends. And I think that's important, you know?
Well, just having like set time aside for yourself and
Yeah.
doing things that you enjoy and that brings you joy.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's hard to find that. But then once you do, as you know, just make sure you set aside time for it. And that
Yeah.
can be
No,
hard. I
it
mean,
definitely can. The
definitely
hustle and
hard.
bustle of life. My favorite saying is life gets in the way of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're so caught up in the hustle and bustle of I have to do this, I have to do that, this is, due, I have to, clean the house. Sometimes you just gotta sit on your butt and watch TV or
Well,
read a
and
or
yeah, yeah. Well, and then knowing that that's okay and
Mhm.
not to beat yourself up or shame yourself because the dishes aren't done every day or the vacuuming's not done how often you want it to be done. Like,
Right.
give yourself some grace and some like leeway.
Yeah.
Like, be kind to yourself.
No, absolutely. And it's so easy, like you said, to beat yourself up. Like, I'm so guilty of that. Like, if, the dishes aren't in the dishwasher or the pots and pans aren't washed, like, I'm so guilty of just being like, oh, our house is a mess. And it literally, like, I have a pan in the sink from last night's dishes that I didn't wash. But sometimes I just don't feel like doing adult things and I just want to take care of me.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Well, I mean, because like we live in a society where you have to work and then also like keep yourself healthy, but then also like do all these extracurricular activities and then also try to get like find yourself time, but then also like participate in society. And then, oh, yeah, you have to go back to work. And then, oh, so it's like, whoa, slow down.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's hard too because you have to like put up boundaries. And like for me, this past 2 years, I've realized that like I had no boundaries.
Yeah.
Like I thought I did and I kind of did but not really.
Yeah.
And so then I put like this wall up, like this total like just alienated everybody. And then just to like figure out like what's like actually me, like what do I want to do, what am I comfortable with, what do I actually like
Yeah.
and then putting up those boundaries and saying I don't want to do this X, Y, and Z. That's really difficult for me because I
Me
always feel
too.
like I have to say yes when asked to do or to help out, and sometimes I just can't, whether
Yeah.
it's mentally or there's just scheduling things. So like me saying like nope, sorry, I can't do that is really, really hard.
Yeah.
And my like fight or flight is usually just like ignore it and just like it's gonna go away.
It'll go away eventually.
Yeah, it doesn't. So
Yeah, no, I totally get that because I used to constantly be surrounded by friends and constantly be surrounded by people.
yeah.
And a very, very near and dear person to my heart set that in check for me years and years and years ago and said, if you cannot be happy with yourself in a room in complete silence, you will never be happy with those around you. And it really forced me to look at me and my life and internally process, okay, these are the things I like about me. These are the things I'm not so cool with. Can I change them? Should I change them?
Right.
Grow. And now I still enjoy my friend time. Like I look forward to Friday nights and my best friend from high school owns her own business with our family. So most of the months out of the year I don't get to see her. But those random, Saturday nights that I do, like I covet those moments.
Right.
But there are also times that I have to, say, I'm sorry, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put on pants. And
Right.
like, I know I'm just coming to your house to, to drink tea or wine or whatever, but I need to take care of me. And, they say people that mind don't matter. And people that don't mind, or you know what I'm saying. The people who,
Yeah.
yeah, you get it. So those people that you surround yourself with when you say no, they may be, disappointed and be like, damn it, I really wish, you would have done X, Y, and Z. But if they truly understand you and they truly care about you, they'll be like, you know what, you're taking care of you.
Right.
And that's important too.
Right.
So, Callista just put up a comment. So she says, so my self-love is actually allowing someone to love me after all these years. I deserve to feel that.
Absolutely.
110%. We're human. We go through trials and tribulations, and we beat ourselves up for things that are out of our control, and we beat ourselves up for things that are in our control. So when you finally get to that point where you're like, I'm a good fucking human, and I deserve to be treated in a certain manner, and I'm not going to lower my standards. I'm going to hold myself accountable and hold myself to that standard, and someone will come into my life that will understand that. And
right.
yeah, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next year, but when you hold yourself to that level, people elevate themselves, or the right people come into your lives to love you for who you are and how you deserve to be loved. So it's so, so important. One of my favorite things, like, for self-love is, and this is crazy to think about, but so my wife plays video games every Friday and Saturday night. Like, those are like her time. Like, that's, or she'll watch shows that I don't necessarily like on TV, and she's up till the wee hours of the morning doing it. Because she doesn't have to work Saturday morning and Sunday morning. So I get to go to bed and snuggle with the dog and sleep in the middle of the bed. Like, I low-key look forward to that. And I used to hate it. Like, I hate when she slept on the couch. And now I'm like, okay, you're sleeping on the couch, right? Okay, I love you. I'll see you in the morning.
Right.
Like,
I know.
I get to spread out and not have to worry, because she's a flailer at night, and she has, not intentionally, she's not abusive, don't think that. She has punched me, she has elbowed me, she has kicked me. I mean, and I've done the same, but her more so, because she's a flailer at night.
Yes.
And so I'm like, I'm not going to get elbowed. I'm not going to get, kicked.
Right.
Just by the dog, but I can shove him off the end of the bed and not think anything of it. If I shove the wife out of bed, I'm probably going to take her to the hospital because, she railed her head off the nightstand.
Right. I know. I always go to, like, Final Destination when things, like, when I'm, like, on the side of the bed, or I wake up on the side of the bed, I'm like, I could have, like, fallen off, hit my head, and died.
Right.
Like, I barely got away with my life.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. Like, especially when, like, you're in a deep sleep and you wake up and you're like, oh my God,
the worst.
Died.
And it's always me and the motherfucking cliffs. I always, like, I'm dreaming, and then I come to this edge of this cliff, and then I'm like, I'm gonna step off it, and then I wake, like, you get that falling sensation, and then you're awake.
Yeah.
What? It's the worst. I hate it.
Yeah, that falling sensation is the absolute worst for me. And, like, I have woken myself up, not from falling or, like, that feeling, but, like, the jerk reaction, like, in your dream. I've actually, like, throttled myself across the bed because, like, I jumped that far.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, now that my heart's racing 80 beats per minute, I'm awake and I'm full of adrenaline for no reason.
So, yeah. I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah. So I'm loving these comments, and, like, it's just, I'm loving this. So Callista, thank you for clarifying. People who matter don't mind, and people who mind don't matter. Yes, that's what I was going for.
There you go.
But she also says, amen to that. And by the way, my girlfriends will approve of him. He's amazing. So apparently she has a little someone special in her life.
Oh, good.
We have a very unique relationship, Callista and my wife and I. My wife and her dated years and years and years and years ago. And they're the family that I said, well, I guess I got kids. And, they call us mom 2, mom 3, like, whatever they want to call us. And Callista's the person that, I go on dates with, because we'll go for Chinese food or things that my wife doesn't eat. So like we'll do things like that. So we call each other girlfriends because it is what it is. But we'll have to chat after the show, Callista, so you can fill me in on all your new developments, girl.
I know, how fun. That's exciting.
Need the tea. That is
New
exciting.
relationships are fun.
Yeah. And you do deserve to be loved. And you deserve to be loved in a certain manner because you're a great person. And yeah, you got to take care of you, girl. And sometimes you got to have someone else take care of you too, if you know what I mean. You know, you gotta get it. No shame in the game.
No.
Because that's love too.
There's all kinds of love.
Right? I have a funny story about like the whole self-love. And I may have told it before, I don't remember, but our Reese and I's anniversary last year, our wedding anniversary, my aunt called me. She had something that she needed to talk to me about. And she's like, I know it's your anniversary, so I wanted to tell you happy anniversary, but I won't keep you because I'm sure you and Reese have, something planned. And I was like, she's watching TV in the living room. I'm watching TV in the bedroom. We just had dinner delivered and happy anniversary. Like, we're doing things that we want to do, and it's not necessarily together because she's watching a show that I can't stand.
Right. Well, and we have to remember, like, everybody's relationship is different. Everybody's romance is different. What is romantic to one, it might not be romantic to another.
Yeah.
Like, each couple or each relationship or your partnership, it's going to be different from somebody else's. And learn that, really.
I want to do a whole episode this month on love languages.
Okay.
Because you're 110% right. What is romantic or romance in your relationship may be a complete turn off or just something that's not desired.
Doesn't prefer. Yeah.
Right. So I think it's very important to learn your own love language and be able to articulate that to your partner, and for them to know their love language and be able to articulate it back. Because
or just communicate.
That too, just talk. Jeez,
yeah.
I don't care if you're the type of person who can't talk face to face. We all carry these things in our pockets.
Right.
Like,
well, and communicating could be completely different for each person.
Yeah.
Right. In the way they communicate, and like you almost have to adjust, and then also kind of then let them know like what you are all about, and you're I don't know. It made sense in my head, and then I started explaining it, and then it didn't.
Well, so I'll go off of that because not everybody communicates the same way. Yeah. So when I met my wife way too many years ago to put into words, she did not talk about her feelings. It was something that she kept, in her own heart, and she would not express it out loud. Unless she was drunk, and then she was an open book and would tell everybody that she loved them.
Yo, that's me. I love everybody. I'm like, right. You are the best person. You are an amazing person, and you are an amazing. I'm like Oprah. You get an amazing person. You get amazing. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
But she used to write me letters. And she would write me emails, and she would, tell me stories and via email. And it really let me know who she was when she wasn't in the headspace to talk out loud.
Right.
So, and I mean, she still leaves me little messages and little notes. Like, I actually have a picture from our wedding with a note that she wrote me, like in the frame. So she still does that, but she's worked on growing and communicating vocally now.
Right.
So I don't get those little emails anymore. And you miss them on occasion. You're like, I'm glad we can have this conversation face to face, but those little emails were cute. I kind of liked them.
Well, yeah, no, I get that kind of, because when Charlie and I were first dating, it was like the best thing. I would like wake up to like these most amazing texts ever, And like that ultimately, like the way that he spoke to me via text, ultimately, like I decided that this was going to be my person.
Right.
Because it was just like amazing things and like poems and yeah. So I get that.
Right. And now in the morning, it's like, where's the coffee?
No, he legit, because like, yes, we sleep in different rooms because girl, I am a finicky sleeper. But so then my office is in this like middle room, and then right back here, this is his room. So he'll like wake up, just go right past my freaking desk, out to the living room, into
like
the
you
bathroom.
don't even exist at that point.
And I just, because he's just not awake yet, so I'm just gonna let him be. And then I go and make some coffee. I'm like, I made some coffee. How are you? Did you sleep well? Like,
right. No. Well, and now, when Race and I started dating, she worked a night job, so she wouldn't be here when I went to bed, but she would be, here or asleep when I woke up.
yeah.
Now she goes to work before I usually get out of bed. So on those, days like today with the ice storm, her office wasn't open.
Right.
So I got up and she was in the living room, and, she's watching the news and I'm working, and I can see her from my office, and we're chatting here and there. But all those mornings that I get up and she's not here, I'm like, it's too quiet. Like,
Charlie doesn't talk for like the first hour.
now, mind you, by the time I get up when she's here, like she's already been up since like 5 a.m. So
right.
she's awake and she's more people-y. Yeah. I'm the one usually stumbling across the kitchen or living room going, did you take the dog out? As I'm like going to my office.
I was that person when we worked in the office because I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning. So everybody knew, whoever worked, my team knew, like my people that do not talk to Molly the first hour of the day. Just don't do it. Yeah. I'm not gonna bite your head off, but I'm gonna be super direct, and I'm not gonna be like Flossie.
Right. I have no filter at this point.
No.
So if you ask me something, you're gonna get an actual answer that you may not like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
No. But now that I work from home, I literally get to just get up and then come to my office. I'm like, y'all, let's talk. Except for like the first half hour. I'm like, I'm still waking up. So just
because at that point we're like opening and we're trying to do all of that crazy bull in the morning. So it's like, okay, after the first half hour, we're good to chat. But for right now, I got too much shit to do. I'm gonna need you to back off for a minute.
Give me a second.
Yeah. No, I got it.
I know.
Yeah. But it is 8:58. I don't really know where the night went. I don't know.
Into yesterday.
Ho. I think that might have to be on merch too. Where'd the night go? Into yesterday.
That's like philosophical, girl. Look
that is. I think we might have to do something with that.
Those were words. Oh.
Yes, they were words.
Those were wise words, is what I was trying to say.
Oh, I love you. Yep. That's just how we are, people. You're going to have to love us or leave us, but please don't leave us. Just stay. Yeah. Stay for the shenanigans. Ain't too proud to beg, I'm telling you. Yeah. But so this month is no different than any other month. We always end the show on something that we're thankful for or that we're happy about, because there's so much negative shit in the world. So there can be. So we always end the show on a positive note. And I mean, this month is no different. This whole month is going to be very positive with love and self-care and all of that fun stuff. But Molly, do you have anything you want to share about what you're happy about?
No, you go first.
Okay, I will certainly go first. I am glad I finally feel better.
There we go.
I was miserable for the greater part of 2 weeks, not all consecutive, which sucked. But I am glad that I am feeling better and I have my, my health, and I also got new glasses. I had an eye appointment.
That's right. I
On
knew that.
Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know. I don't remember what day it was. It was a day this week. But I got new glasses. I'm super excited because they have anti-glare on them, so I won't always have to put my contacts in for the show. I cannot wait to get them. So yeah, that's my fun excitement for the night.
Well, first world problems. I got my wedding ring back with my wedding band Thursday. So now I'm wearing a wedding ring. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yes, and it's absolutely beautiful. We'll have to get a picture so we can put it up next week. Because she was trying to like show me and she fought with it for like 15 minutes on camera.
And you couldn't even see it because like the camera, like the lighting was bad and I couldn't figure out how to like this switch bull crappery on the camera fucks with me and I can't do anything.
Yeah, we'll have her take a picture so we can show everybody. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I know what her engagement ring looks like on its own, so I know I can put it together. But it's very pretty.
Oh, and I forgot. You asked me what if I had plans this weekend, like before the show, and I forgot that I had. I do. Oh. And I just remembered. I mean, I knew that I had them, so please, like, if Tessa's still watching, I still knew. Like, I plan on getting it. Anyway, we have a girls' day.
Nice.
Night, and so I'm super excited to show up.
Yay, that's exciting. Yeah, I think we're going. There's a local place here. Something about bins, and it's basically a bunch of just stuff tossed in bins that you have to dig through. And I'm so excited. I think we might go there tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, just self-love girl day, you know,
there you go.
Shenanigans. So, but before we log off, everybody, don't forget to check us out on the WLFE-DB.com. Their Facebook, which is WLFE-DB Radio, and their LGBTQIA+ page, because we fall under all of those beautiful umbrellas. But more importantly, you can find us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all spelled the same way, except for Modern Family. There is no dash between the E and the I, or the Modern and the Family. So make sure you check us out there. But most importantly, ready, Molly?
Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, that was good.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank
you.
But
came up with it all by myself.
I like it. But we are an interactive podcast where you can check us out every Friday on Facebook and YouTube. We stream live at 8 p.m. But if you have any questions, comments, or show ideas and you're not comfortable sharing them in the chat, you can always hit us up at modernfemily@gmail.com. All one word, no dashes. So yeah, feel free to share there. But it is that time, our lovely, loving humans, that we are going to have to say goodnight. And we will talk to you next Friday. Bye.